So I know the lighting is super not cute, but I do have a message for you and it feels urgent. Oh, it's like, why, God, you put me in this mode? but what I'm feeling for you is this is the time where we're asked to open our heart a lot more than we think that we're capable of. I'm feeling into the energies where globally we are having this accelerated heart chakra opening, and like you can feel pain and aches in your heart. If you're watching this video, you can be connecting with the energies of your heart chakra is opening, and you can feel the physical pain. And it can also link with the throat, by the way, and also linked with the solar plexus, is the chakras next to it. So if you're feeling like you've been having digestive or stomach issues, and if you're feeling called to like do a cleanse or eat healthy or change your diet, it's basically getting that solar plexus, your sense of identity, ready to open to your heart. Your heart is your equilibrium, is your balance point. So I'm connecting with someone whose life is coming into balance, coming into homeostasis. I don't know what that word is, but I'm connecting with someone who knows that this year is the year where you're ready to come into harmony, balance, and alignment in your life. And why is linked with the throat chakra? Because the heart chakra is about healing and feeling. Okay, and when you feel things, especially you're gonna start feeling into the old wounds, the traumas, the things that you've been avoiding to feel, so it can feel very overwhelming. And when things feel very overwhelming, it's usually the things that has been suppressed and the things that have not been given a voice. So that's why your solar plexus, your throat chakra is being activated right now, or feeling blocked or hurting. So you can having some throat issues, or you can feel the pain right here or right in the middle, because it's that channel of you beginning to speak your truth. Because the throat chakra is not just about voice, but it's about honesty and truth and self-expression. So a lot of this is like, what do we wish to say to the world? What do we wish that we wanted to say and speak up about that we have been hiding, suppressing, not wanting to look at? So things like, the things you've gone through that you told no one, the things that you've gone through in your childhood, the things that this person, that person did to you, or things that you feel like you need to keep quiet about. All of these things are coming up. You have to feel it, and then it wants to come out, and then you're like, oh, I can't speak like that. I have to protect this person. I have to protect that person. And I'm tapping into the word protection. And it's not really self-protection. It's you're protecting the person who have hurt you. That's what I'm hearing. You can be connecting with your past, where someone can be feeling like maybe they're close to you, you've dated them, they're in your family, like you have good relationship with them, but then it somehow ended up in abuse or trauma, or just really just terrible thing. And because you had love for that person, or maybe still have love for that person, you feel like you don't want to speak up about it. So a lot of that can, store in your heart chakra. And the heart is where, you suppress everything. All the feelings is there. So, and then the throat is the speaking the truth. So I definitely feel like the truth, it needs to come out, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed, can only be transferred. So the more you keep it within you, it's going to kind of harm you. Okay, so if you're connecting with this energy, what I would do and what I would share with you is channel it, let it out. Okay, so maybe you want to write, like some people, they write like songs, right? Like artists, they write really like sad songs or whatever it is, right? Create art, great music, channel it out. If you can talk to someone, maybe just, you know, your therapist, your friend, your whatever, whoever who has that capacity. Or even if you just speak it out loud to yourself or journal it out, and even if you burn it after, like, it needs to come out. Okay, or else gonna develop all these issues within you. You're gonna see yourself putting on more weight, especially if you have like put on more weight in your like, what's it called, the belly belly fat. And fat in general is about self-protection. So I suggest that you really tap into that. Or sometimes you put on these like diseases, and it manifests in all sorts of chaos in your life. So I would highly recommend you tap into that and see where you are ready to speak up, speak out. And I know a lot of my viewers, they watch my videos, and I know some of you guys even tag me in your YouTube videos saying that, you know, these videos inspire you to speak up about the things that you've gone through. And it's not about, you know, blaming and pointing the finger. It's about speaking our truth and, you know, sharing our voice and not being afraid anymore. Oh my god, guys, excuse the mess, guys. Honestly, oh my god, because I wasn't expecting to make this video. We're just trying my I tried this new, what is it, it's a, oh, I forgot the name. Camera? No, it's not called that. It's called something. It's like a new red wine that I tried here. It's really nice. And I'm watching this movie called The Materialist. Have you guys seen it? But anyway, so I'm in the middle of the movie right now, but I got this message that someone needed to hear this, that when you're tapping into your heart space, you're gonna know whether it is time for you to come into your alignment or not. You're gonna know that your higher self is calling you to come back into truth, and come back into your equilibrium, come back into your wholeness. And for you to restore that energy within you, you have to come to face with your shadow. Because a lot of us empaths, you know, it's so easy for us to lead with like our light, right? It's like, oh, I'm love and light, I'm perfect, I'm this and that, like I only show you my light. But then what happens is that you hide your shadow, and then it's gonna come out in one way or another, right? It's like, even, you know, things like people are being afraid to show the side of them that's like, well, I don't want to talk to anyone right now, I don't want to help people at the moment, or I don't, you know, I just want to be alone, or I want to, you know, have a glass of wine, and oh my god, it's not spiritual or whatever, or like I want to swear and it's not spiritual or whatever. Like, we have to let go of that, because the true integration is we're whole, and someone's judgment of you has nothing to do with you. It's about all the shadows they haven't faced, you know? And I don't know if you ever met someone who's like, okay, I go to church all the time, and they're like the worst human being. Then someone who's like smoker, or like gang. And then there's like the sweetest people, you know what I mean? And you know, in my line of work, and you know, I've coached and mentored thousands of people over the years, and you know, from all walks of lives. You know, I worked with lawyers, doctors, to, you know, people who was in prison for a long time, who have done all sorts of, like, you know, substances, and people have done, you know, like crazy stuff. But the thing is, none of these things really matter. You know, it's like, when we remove that, when we stop judging people based on all of these things, and you get to the heart, you get to the core, is that I believe every one of us, we're just doing our best. You know, we're doing our best to come into wholeness and equilibrium and in our God essence. And once we accepted that, you know, when we don't know the best way of looking at things, and when someone's method is not our method, we have to find it on ourselves. It feels very isolating. It feels very confusing. It feels very just, it doesn't make sense, right? It drives you crazy. It's like, how come this person says breathing technique, it works for them, and when I try to breathe, it's not work for me? It's because it's not about other people. The truth is, there's no other people. It's just you. This world, this universe, it's just you. Everyone are just fragments of you, helping you come back into your wholeness. Everyone is allowed to do whatever, okay? They're allowed to say the comments, they're allowed to make remarks, they're allowed to, you know, want to treat you badly. They're allowed to do all of that, actually. But the thing is, what's your response, right? How do you respond to that? Do you accept that? Do you fight with them? Do you just stay in your own lane, right? Do you feel comfortable and secure within yourself? This is the work. And opening your heart chakra, first of all, is going to allow you to feel all the feeling, and especially why it's so hard for a lot of people. And by the way, guys, I don't keep on scratching because I got my hair treatment done today, which is like, guys, it's great. Like, oh my God, I didn't know I need this oil treatment in my life. But she was doing a scalp scrub, so I guess it's a little bit like itchy. So you think it's scratching, is that. But what was I going with this before the scalp thing? Oh yes, so when you're in your heart chakra, you're not gonna just feel like all the good and giddy feelings. You're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, like all these things that I suppress, all these tears, all these sadness, all these anger. You're gonna feel a lot of rage, okay? So you're gonna feel a lot of rage about why you didn't stand up for yourself, why you hide yourself all these years, why you allow that event to happen, right? And then you get angry at like the people who were supposed to love you and care for you, but they hurt you instead, right? So a lot of these suppressed like rage and stuff, you know, can happen. I know when I gone through my spiritual awakening, it's really painful because, you know, all of my life I was like, okay, I'm this good girl, I'm trying to keep it together, and you know, the people that I felt that have hurt me, you know, abused me and taking advantage of me, they were the people that were close to me. So it's like, what if I speak up? What if I share the truth about it? You know, I'm gonna be the one that creates chaos and disharmony in my world, in my family. So I keep that, you know, as a good empath, I keep that in. I hold that in. I hold in that everything that they're not ready to face within themselves. But while I'm the one who has to deal with double of the pain. So when I was going through my, you know, spiritual awakening and healing, I realized like, this is not my pain to carry. This is not my shame to carry. It's not my guilt to carry. This is not me, you know, and I relinquished that, and I let go of that idea that I need to be a good empath. And I just allow myself to be me, you know, and part of being me, the healthy me, is I like what I like, and I am aware of what is good for me and what's not good for me, not based on some guys or some girl or some person's judgment, because I don't live life by other people's directions, you know, like I left my 9-to-5 job 9 years ago. I've been living free as a freaking bird, as a freaking phoenix. No one tells me what to do. Okay? So I don't live life by people's what they think of me. But you know, that part of me that wants to love, that wants to care, it's like to be a good person, I need to take on someone's pain, right? But it's not true. And once I realized that, like, my whole life changed. It's like I allow the person to have their own healing experience, you know, or their own experience in life, and they have to share, they have to deal with their shadows. I'm not responsible for that. I'm responsible for me. And when I realized that, it's like, wow, I'm so angry at what happened. I'm so, and I feel all these dark emotions, like, I'm so disappointed in myself. How could I not stand up for myself? How could I kept it in for so long? You know, so all of these rage can happen. So when I work with people one-on-one, you know, a lot of people or experiences is called the sacred rage. And the sacred rage is that deep suppression that we keep inside, not out of, you know, victim, but out of love. We don't want our perpetrator or abuser or whatever, you know, those people to be hurt. Like, that's just our thinking, you know? And once you like realize that, like, why are you doing this, it can come up a lot through the heart. So that's why a lot of people avoid their pain and their suffering, and they don't want to deal with that because it's painful and it's ugly, and it shatters everything that you believe yourself to be, like a good person, a pure love and light angel, you know, someone who never gets mad, someone who's understanding, someone who's empathic, someone who is always there, you know, someone who self-sacrifice because it's honorable. And then you're like, F this. And you're like, F this stuff. I don't care for it. I don't want to deal with that person. I don't want to see them. I don't want to talk to them. I don't care for it. Like, you allow all these like ugly emotions to come up. And that's the true heart chakra healing, because the truth is, you're gonna feel all of that, but I promise you, it won't last long. It'll be like a short, you know, it can, you know, for some people it can be like a 5-minute thing. You know, a lot of the time for me, it's like a 5-minute thing where I get really, really angry. And then it's like, okay, well, I felt the feelings and then I can let it go, right? And you have to, so most of people get stuck is when they feel this and then they like go back into victimization. You cannot do that. You need to feel all these things, whether it's ugly or rage or like whatever it is. But you have to have the intention that I'm gonna allow myself to feel it fully, and I'm gonna, so that I can let it go, so that I can transmute it, so then I can transcend above it. You have to have that intention. And that's the thing that most people miss in the healing process, that they think it's re-traumatization, but it's not. You have to set the intention. So like for me, when I go through this, it only lasts like 5 minutes, okay? And I really allow myself to be feeling all the ugly emotions, and then it's gone, okay? Or maybe, you know, for you, it may take a little longer. It may take a week or whatever, but I don't see it taking that long if you do it like I said. I promise you. Okay, set the intention. I'm gonna allow myself to feel as all I can feel for the next 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna be freaking completely over it. Okay, and then what happens is that your body, your system is gonna go through a complete restructuring because you have to shatter such a strong core belief about your identity, because your identity for so long was the good empath who holds everything in, the peacemaker, the harmony maker in the family, the one who is the bigger person, the one who is the, you know, the go-to person, or the whatever, and then you're like, I don't have capacity for this shit right now. You know, I don't want to deal with this right now. So then all of these things, you're like, oh my God, am I selfish? Am I like a mean person? Am I like rude? Am I like irresponsible? Right? All of these things are gonna come up. That's why most people don't want to face it, because their identity and their attachment to their identity is the good person. That's why in this line of work that I do, and in the topic that you're, you know, that we're all connected to, and, you know, self-development, spirituality, all of that, is really letting go of any one strong identity, because we are all that is, right? We're a piece of God. We're all that is. There's darkness and light. You know, the devil and the angels are not devils and angels. They are, you know, it's a state of mind. And we have both. We have darkness and we have the light. So then you're just like someone, I never feel angry. I never feel something. It's not true. You feel things. You feel sad, you feel frustrated, you feel angry, you think. We have emotions, we have range of emotions, but it's not the emotions and the feelings are bad. It's just that when do we soak in and allowing them to override our lives? You know, anger is a very healthy, productive emotions. You know, for me, when I feel really like angry, I actually, because I know how to transmute it, you know, I know how to like use that fire of anger in a positive way to get things done, you know, to clean the room. Guys, you know me, I don't like cleaning, guys. Like, we like maid service, we like cleaning service, we like housekeeping service here, but like, you know, when I'm feeling some kind of way, like, I will clean. You know, I remember like an ex-boyfriend I had, and I was like, I don't know, we had an argument or something like that, and in the middle of the night I was just like cleaning the place. And he's like, oh my God, did I make you so angry? And I'm like, yes. It's like he knows, right, when I'm like really angry. But you know, it's productive, you know, the house gets clean. So you have to like allow things to be neutral, and you take the positive the positive side, or the positive take of it, and that's how you're able to transmute it, because that's who you are. You know, you're a person who has the mindset of being onwards and upwards, and, you know, really tapping into the infinite possibilities, and you let go of things being good or bad, and you get to decide whether they get to work for you or not. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, guys, for the longest time, I did not touch meat, I did not touch alcohol, like none of that stuff, because I thought it was like terrible and bad and toxic or whatever. And, you know, some people can argue that it is, but it's not about what people think. It's about, I know what works for me, you know? And if you watch some of my past video, I share with you my experience why I stopped being vegan after like 4 years, because it freed me. It freed me of the labels. I allow myself to eat whatever I feel called to eat. And, you know, even with alcohol, I had such a resistance, because I think that people who drink were like bad, wrong, terrible. But then these are all these sides of me that I have suppressed within myself, you know? And yeah, you know, recently I went to Taipei, and I discovered, oh my God, guys, like they were like doing this wine tasting thing. Then I was like, oh, I don't know, I don't drink, you know? And then honestly, I've never had such tasty wines in my life. It was great. And then I was like, okay, yeah. So anyway, I really love exploring the different types of wine. I don't know what this one is called, honestly. Carbonare. So anyway, I'm on this path of like really learning about the things that I never thought I would dabble into, and even things like hair treatments and makeup and even shopping. I didn't allow myself to shop, believe it or not. I didn't allow myself to buy things and like care for my hair. I didn't even brush my hair, a few years ago. Makeup, like none of that. Like I thought it was so bad and wrong to, care about yourself and vanity and all of that. So if you're like me, I prided myself to be someone who's so spiritual, so humble, so not about this matrix, 3D fake world. But then what I realized is that I was not in harmony with myself. It's not why I'm here. I'm here to master the spiritual world and the material world. I'm here as a spiritual being, just like you. You're here as a spiritual being, appreciating this material world. Like, how amazing is it that you're able to create and manifest beautiful things materially, physically, through your imagination, through your power of spirit, through your power of creation. So I believe that we're here to explore, and we're here to have fun and learn about ourselves and have the privilege of becoming whole and not rejecting ourselves anymore. So I feel that, the person I'm connecting with right now, your heart space is opening, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. I'm telling you, it's gonna be uncomfortable because you're forced to face your shadows. You're forced to realize that everyone and everything you have judgments and criticism on and think that it's bad or wrong, they're all shadow aspects of you. They're all things that traits and characteristics and whatever things and hidden desires that you have within yourself that you deny and that you don't allow yourself to come to peace with. It's like the people who hate on you for having, let's say, more fame or more following or more money or more whatever. All those people, they have less than you. They are less, like no one who is above you in that way would think like that. So it's like if you have the ambition or if you have the desire to build a business, to have this level of income, to have this level of this and that, whatever it is, okay? The people who are going to talk you down are the people who are actually below you. you know what I mean? I'm sure there's better wordings than that, but I don't care about being politically correct. But you get the idea. It's like, when I wanted to have my YouTube channel and grow that, the only person who talked me out was my mom, who didn't have a YouTube channel, who didn't think it was possible, But the person who actually helped me grow my YouTube channel was someone who had, I don't know, 2 million subscribers on YouTube. And they never doubted me, They never like talked me out of it. They encouraged it. And it's always like that. And that's what all my mentors told me. It's like, no one who you look up to, whose results that you want, will talk you out of it or talk down, or talk you, like, basically make you feel bad about that or make you feel question, It's only the people who actually haven't done it. Okay? So just remember that. So don't take things personally. I don't get to live this freedom lifestyle who my life is like a constant vacation. I travel around the world based on however I feel, but actually it's more than that. It's because I'm guided to. And doing the things I get to do, the experiences I get to experience, and living joyously and truly at peace with myself. And it's not because I listened to someone who believed that I couldn't do it, because I'll tell you, most people don't believe that this life is possible. But I didn't give up. I believed in myself. I believed this is possible. I listened to my truth. And part of my path, that's what I'm sharing with you, is the only reason why I keep on showing up here is it's my truth, it's my purpose to share with you what works for me and to send out that frequency that is hitting you, the ones who needs to hear this. Because maybe there's another Tina somewhere, you know, who's like, is this possible? Am I crazy? You know, it's my experience. Like, is it too much for me to desire this? Is it possible for me? Am I going crazy with all these heart chakras opening? You know, it's important that I show up, because once upon a time, I wished that I could make sense of all my experiences, that I wasn't going crazy, you know? So anyway, I hope this finds you at the perfect time and it lands in your heart in the most perfect way, the way that it's designed to. Because I'm in the middle of my movie right now, guys. Sometimes these messages hit at the most random time. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, let me know what comes up for you and what you feel, and you know, all these shadow aspects, and are you ready to step into your true authentic self, right? As a new earth guide, a new earth leader, as a free being. I have something really special for you. I have these 3 offerings for you. The first offering is Sparkling New Me, which is my 21-day signature energy makeover, where you're ready to upgrade your life, and I mean upgrade, okay? Your physical vessel, your inner beauty, the way you attract. You know, people are getting like diamond rings and all these life upgrades in my vacations, you know, in that program, because the way they attract is different. So if you're ready to step up into your worth, your value, your true authentic nature, that's the one. Link is down below. A really beautiful space that I would really love to have you, if you really vibe with my energy, is called Seen, Heard, and Felt, which is my weekly coaching, where I actually meet you on Zoom and you actually get access to hours, and I mean hours, of my trainings on how you can peel back the layers, be your unapologetic, true, authentic self. And that's the only way you can step up as a true leader, that you're here. You're not here to be some fake ass version. You're here to be you. Okay, so if you're ready for that, you're gonna love it. We go deep, real, raw, and true. And I get to know you and we get to chat. It's a really beautiful, cozy spot. It's my favorite, that I get to have heart to heart and soul to soul connections with you. And for those of you who are like, let's go, Tina, I ain't wasting no time, take me there ASAP. There's my one-on-one divine template activation down below, where I really don't hold back. And the people who connect in this frequency, I know that you're a leader. I know you have big, bold, vava voom energy, and you don't like to waste your time. You're like, give it to me, Tina. We go. So we go into a deep, powerful, life-changing activation. Okay, so if you're ready for that, link is down below also. So check it out, guys. I love you so much. Like if you like it, subscribe if you vibe with it. This is Tina Wong, and I'll see you on the next one.